Johnnie.
Yes.
How long has it been since you've been out of the house like this?
Oh, for a long drive? A really long time. Probably since what?
Early March?
No, April, because I was still going over to the house with you.
A long drive.
Oh, a long drive, yeah, since the beginning of March we decided.
Yes.
So it's been a while. It feels so good. It feels so good.
The last time you worked was March 21st.
Yes.
And since then you've dropped me off at work a couple times because you had doctor appointments or something and you needed the car. So you haven't been completely confined to the house, but
The only time I go out of the house is for doctor appointments. So I would look over there, but I had to keep my eyes on the road because
that's the important thing.
I got yelled at about looking at the turkeys. There were turkeys! I saw 2 turkeys in a field. Wild turkeys, yes. Not turkeys in the cage, but wild turkeys. I get so excited about the turkeys. I used to work, I ran the turkey taco stand, so.
So seeing wild turkeys is very different.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm not chopping up the meat to feed people. They're like living turkeys, not carcasses.
So we are going shopping one town over because that's the only place that we can get the vitamins that we use, and we're almost out. This is the only day that I have off from work to justify driving one town over. But because you're high risk, you're going to sit in the car while I go into the store and do the shopping.
I get to stay in the car and read something or,
Play games.
play with my fingernails or something. Anyway, yes, so we're going to go get produce and some staples at Sprouts.
And the vitamins.
And the vitamins. But the reason we're getting most of the produce, I'm not passing you, dude, until there's a passing. Oh, it's not okay, fine. It's not a passing lane and it's a curve. Sprouts really has better prices on produce than other places. So we usually go to Lawrence
once or twice a month
for fresh produce. But I had Des get a whole bunch of stuff at Dillon's the other day because I've drastically changed my diet.
Well, the point is, because of the lockdowns and me doing all of the shopping for our house and for the other house, because I'm the only one who's not at risk, I was limiting it to one shopping trip per week and locally to minimize exposure. And like I said, the only reason we're branching out today is because we cannot get our vitamins locally in Topeka. They cost way too much and you have to special order them. The stores in Topeka just don't carry them, where Sprouts does, and they better not be out.
The vitamin we're talking about is our vitamin B12 that we take. We get the vegan caps, Doctor's Best vegan caps, and we can't get those anywhere in Topeka. And when we could, when the one store was open, we were paying like $10 a bottle. It was really expensive.
And we had to special order them in advance and wait for them to show up. So since we last did a Golden Queers video, Johnnie had a lot of health issues come up. Plus, as the only not at-risk person, I was doing a lot of shopping and errand running to pick up prescriptions, and I was really, really overwhelmed. And so a couple of weeks ago, I put my foot down and said, we have to change my schedule so that I get 24 hours plus where I don't have to go into my workplace. Because it's not just my workplace, it's also my family. So yes. I will go over there and work a shift, but then stay and do other things off the clock. And then work another shift, and it's complicated, but it's family. So I was willing to do extra, but it was causing me deterioration.
Your mental health is at high risk.
It was affecting my mental health. It was affecting my physical health because I was getting really run down. So now that I've had a couple of weeks where I actually get a day off, now that Johnnie's health seems to be rebounding, we plan to make some more regular Golden Queers videos where we're not in a car. Johnnie's driving and I'm trying to... But I am not necessarily experienced at holding a stable camera in a moving car, but I'm working on it. So you get to see the farmland of Kansas behind Johnnie.
It's a beautiful view.
And we decided that since I'm the one who has to go in the store and put on the masks and the gloves and the dealing with the trying to go down our list of 40 items to buy, that he was going to drive while I do the shopping.
Well, I'm not allowed to go in the store,
right?
Because I am at high risk. I do have a mask and we have gloves, but I don't want to take the risk of running into somebody else who might be a carrier, asymptomatic. Not willing to take that chance, especially since I finally have figured out that my inflammation has gone down. So my health, I don't know if you call it rebounding, but
it's improving.
It's improving because I made diet changes, and then I recognized that had a secondary benefit, which was I just got splashed. It was it pulled my inflammation down. So now that's what I'm doing: anti-inflammatory meals and feeling a lot better. Except for it's raining and my hips hurting a little bit. So
yeah, we had some big storms this morning, and we weren't sure we were going to be able to go shopping.
Thunder.
But they seem to have passed, and I wanted to get the shopping done today rather than tomorrow, because tomorrow I work the night shift. So is there anything else you want to tell them while we're driving?
I'm really happy that I'm outside driving a car in pretty country.
And everything's really, really clear because it just rains. So
it's beautiful.
The pollen isn't out there to make it difficult for us to breathe.
It's beautiful, it's green, and I love it. And even though I miss my beloved desert, this is really nice. All right, you guys, we will talk to you later. I'm on a curve. Bye.
Bye.